Welcome back to the channel TREASSURE FIND. Today, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American numismatic history that has taken the coin collecting world by storm: the 1989 United States 1-cent coin. You might be wondering how a single penny, a coin worth just 1 cent in face value, could possibly be valued at a jaw-dropping $280 million. Yes, you heard that right, $280 million. This incredible value isn't just a matter of inflation or age. It's a result of a confluence of rare minting errors, historical anomalies, die misalignments, composition variations, and mint mark mysteries that have transformed this simple copper-plated coin into one of the most prized possessions in the coin collecting universe. So sit back and get ready to explore the captivating and mind-blowing story behind this legendary penny. The 1989 1-cent coin, also known as the Lincoln Memorial Cent, was minted during a period when the United States Mint had transitioned from bronze-based pennies to a copper-plated zinc composition. This change had taken place in 1982, and by 1989, most coins were struck consistently using the newer composition. However, errors sometimes occur in the minting process, and when they do, they create coins that defy expectations and capture the imagination of collectors. Some of the rarest 1989 pennies are believed to have been accidentally struck on older bronze planchets that somehow remained in the minting system. These transitional errors are among the most sought-after coins because they represent a mistake that wasn't supposed to happen, a coin struck with the wrong metal composition in a year when that metal should have been phased out. What makes the 1989 1-cent even more fascinating is the variety of errors that could occur during its production. From off-center strikes to double dies, clipped planchets, broad strikes, and coins with missing layers, each type of mistake adds layers of rarity and value. The double die obverse is one of the most famous types of errors, where the coin appears to have a shadow or doubling of the inscriptions or images, caused by a misalignment between the die and the planchet during the striking process. In 1989, there are reports of such doubling on the words, "Liberty," and "In God We Trust," which, when authenticated by professional grading services, can command astronomically high prices due to their extreme rarity and visual appeal. Another highly unusual error that adds to the potential multimillion-dollar value of the 1989 penny is the use of experimental or incorrect planchets. Occasionally, coins are mistakenly struck on foreign planchets, such as blanks intended for coins of other denominations or even other countries. These coins are usually lighter or heavier than normal and may have unusual colors or thickness. When a 1989 cent is found with an anomalous weight or color, such as silver-toned zinc or golden hues, it can indicate that the coin was struck on a planchet meant for another denomination or minting project, instantly raising its rarity and intrigue. Mint mark errors are another avenue through which a 1989 penny can skyrocket in value. While most 1989 cents were produced at the Philadelphia and Denver mints, mint mark anomalies are a numismatic dream. A misplaced mint mark, for instance, a D, where there should be none, or one that is punched upside down or in an unusual location, creates a coin that is virtually one of a kind. There have also been reports of 1989 pennies with repunched mint marks, where the original mark was mistakenly struck and corrected, leaving behind evidence of both impressions. These mint mark varieties are closely examined under magnification and, when verified, can multiply a coin's value exponentially. The story gets even more intriguing when we explore the concept of die varieties and die deterioration. Dies, the metal stamps used to impress designs onto coins, wear out over time. When a die starts to deteriorate, it can cause coins to exhibit strange lines, cracks, or distortions. Some 1989 pennies have been found with dramatic die cracks, cuds, raised blobs caused by die failure, and even retained interior die breaks, where a piece of the die has broken but not yet fallen away, causing unusual raised areas on the coin. Collectors often refer to these coins as having a ghostly or haunted look, and their visual uniqueness makes them highly desirable. Then there are struck-through errors, coins that have foreign material between the die and planchet during striking. For example, a piece of wire, string, grease, or metal shavings might interfere with the coin's strike, resulting in unusual indentations or design gaps. A 1989 cent with a dramatic struck-through error can fetch tens of thousands of dollars at auction, especially if the error is visually striking and affects the main design elements such as Lincoln's portrait or the memorial reverse. Let's not forget the collector's fascination with coins struck on the wrong planchets. These are among the most valuable of all mint errors. For example, a 1989 Lincoln cent struck on a dime planchet would appear noticeably smaller, have different weight and color characteristics, and feature parts of the design missing or misaligned due to the size difference. A confirmed wrong planchet strike from 1989 could easily be worth hundreds of thousands of dollars to the right collector, and if it's unique, or the only known specimen, its value could push into the millions. Some examples of such coins have already crossed six-figure sales in major auctions. The provenance of rare coins also plays a major role in their valuation. When a coin comes from a well-known collection or is discovered under extraordinary circumstances, its story adds a premium to its market value. A 1989 penny discovered in a safe deposit box after decades, or one with documented history tracing back to a known mint employee or error expert, could easily capture the imagination of the collecting world and spark bidding wars among elite collectors, museums, and investors alike. Authentication and grading also significantly impact the price of a 1989 penny. When rare error coins are submitted to top-tier grading services like PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service, or NGC, Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, they undergo meticulous examination and are assigned grades based on strike quality, preservation, and overall eye appeal. A rare 1989 penny with errors that receives a high grade like MS67 or MS68 red, meaning it is in mint state condition with a bright copper luster, is especially valuable because it combines rarity with visual perfection. High-grade errors are among the most desirable coins in the world, and when combined with a unique or major error, can command astronomical values. In recent years, social media and numismatic forums have also helped catapult the fame of coins like the 1989 penny. Stories of lucky individuals discovering rare pennies in pocket change or inherited coin jars have gone viral, sparking renewed interest in searching through everyday coins. This coin hunting phenomenon has fueled demand for known error coins and added speculative energy to the market, where collectors are willing to pay top dollar for coins with even the potential of being a previously unknown variety or error. Numismatists and researchers continue to study new varieties and unknown anomalies, and some 1989 cents are now being re-examined for previously overlooked features. Technology has advanced, allowing experts to detect micro-doubling, unusual allos, and subtle strike differences using high-powered imaging equipment, spectrographic analysis, and dye-state diagnostics. These tools have revealed coins once thought ordinary to be exceptional in their uniqueness. As demand grows and supply remains virtually fixed, coins like the 1989 penny continue to rise in perceived and actual value. But what would it take for a 1989 penny to reach or even exceed the $280 million valuation? First and foremost, the coin would need to combine multiple extreme features, perhaps a dramatic double die obverse, struck on a wrong planchet, with a repunched mint mark, graded MS68 red by a top-tier grading service, and with documented provenance from a famous collection or mint discovery. The coin would need to be unique, or nearly so, a 1 in a billion mistake that escaped the mint, survived circulation or was preserved perfectly, and was later authenticated and recognized by the numismatic community as an unparalleled treasure. Such a coin, when brought to auction, could spark a bidding war between elite private collectors, museums, and investors, potentially breaking records in numismatic history. We've seen high six-figure and even seven-figure prices reached for far less complex error coins. And when rarity meets historical importance, visual appeal, and collector passion, the sky's the limit. The $280 million price tag, while sensational, becomes plausible when considering the economic power of ultra-wealthy collectors, the cultural value placed on rare artifacts, and the speculative fervor that sometimes grips the market when a unique discovery is made. In the case of the 1989 penny, this valuation might reflect not just its intrinsic rarity, but also the story it tells, a story of human error, mechanical precision gone awry, and the beauty of imperfection. It represents the idea that something overlooked, something ordinary, can become extraordinary. A small copper-plated disc, no larger than a fingernail, transformed into a priceless icon because of a fluke of manufacturing, a mystery of metal, and the eyes of a collector who saw what others did not. As we wrap up this journey into the world of the 1989 1-cent coin, it's clear that coins like these are more than currency. They're pieces of history, snapshots of technology, symbols of the human element in mass prod. The most fascinating and mysterious coins in American numismatic history, a coin that has stunned collectors, shocked investors, and intrigued historians across the world. You've probably handled hundreds of pennies in your life, casually tossing them into jars, change trays, or your pocket without a second thought. But what if I told you that one of those ordinary-looking copper-colored coins, minted in the year 2011 at the Denver Mint, officially known as the 2011 D. Lincoln 1-cent coin, might be worth not just a few dollars, or even a few thousand, but an astronomical $180 million? Yes, you heard that correctly. A single 1-cent coin with a face value of just $0.01 could be valued at $180 million, making it not just an anomaly in the world of coin collecting but a treasure of monumental historical and monetary importance. What makes this coin so rare, so valuable, and so alluring to collectors and enthusiasts? The answer lies deep within the story of how coins are made, how errors can occur in the most secure facilities, and how the smallest details, an unexpected mint mark, a slight doubling in the inscription, a metal composition flaw, can turn a simple coin into an irreplaceable artifact. Let's begin by understanding the background of the 2011 D. Lincoln cent. The 2011 penny continued the design introduced in 2010, which features the Union Shield on the reverse side, symbolizing President Abraham Lincoln's preservation of the United States as a single and united country. The obverse still bore the iconic bust of Lincoln, originally designed by Victor David Brenner in 1909. Millions of these coins were minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Denver mint version carries the D mint mark on the obverse side, beneath the year. At first glance, the 2011 D penny might seem like any other: copper-plated zinc composition, standard design, and high mintage, with hundreds of millions produced. But among those millions, a few incredibly rare anomalies slip through the cracks. These are not just minor scuffs or scratches but significant and extraordinary minting errors and anomalies that elevate their status from common currency to priceless artifacts. Some of these coins possess double-die obverse, where inscriptions such as, "In God We Trust, Liberty," or the date, 2011, appear doubled due to a misalignment during the minting process. Others have misplaced or rotated mint marks, errors that occur when the mint mark die is accidentally placed or rotated at an incorrect angle during the hubbing process. These are highly uncommon and, in the 2011 D series, extremely desirable to collectors. One of the most astonishing reported specimens features a rare off-metal strike. While 2011 D cents are supposed to be struck on copper-plated zinc planchets, a few were allegedly struck on planchets intended for foreign coins or older U.S. coin types. For example, a 2011 D penny struck on a copper-nickel planchet, or even on a blank intended for a dime, would result in a wrong-weight coin, immediately attracting attention. These errors are so rare that only a few examples might exist, and when authenticated, they can command jaw-dropping prices. Some examples show broad strikes or coins that were not fully centered in the coining press, resulting in off-center images that revealed the raw edge of the planchet. Others exhibit clipped planchets, where a portion of the coin is missing due to a failure during the blanking process. These errors are visible and dramatic, making them extremely appealing for collectors who prize visual oddities and mechanical mistakes. But what truly catapults the value of a particular 2011 D penny to that astonishing $180 million figure are reports of a unique coin that combines multiple high-profile errors into one stunning specimen. Imagine a 2011 D penny with a double-die obverse, a rotated mint mark, struck on a transitional planchet, and featuring a significant broad strike. Such a specimen would be virtually impossible under normal minting conditions and would raise countless questions about how it left the U.S. Mint unnoticed. If authenticated, such a coin would be the pinnacle of error coin collecting. It would be the holy grail of Lincoln cents, drawing the attention of collectors, institutions, and even museums. It would be the ultimate conversation piece and a crown jewel in any world-class collection. Now, let's talk about the process that allows these types of errors to happen. Despite being among the most technologically advanced and secure minting operations globally, the U.S. Mint is not immune to human error, equipment failure, or procedural lapses. Each coin begins as a blank metal disc known as a planchet. These planchets are fed into presses that use high-pressure dies to imprint the coin's design. Mint marks are added during the die-making process. If any stage in this highly automated process is compromised, say, a wrong planchet is fed into the press, the dies are misaligned, or the mint mark is incorrectly punched, the result is an error coin. In most cases, the mint's quality control systems catch these anomalies, and the flawed coins are destroyed before leaving the facility. However, a few manage to slip through undetected. These are the coins that collectors dream about, but rarity alone does not determine a coin's value. Provenance, condition, and collector demand also play crucial roles. A unique or extremely rare 2011 D penny that is verified by top-tier grading services such as PCGS or NGC, especially if graded MS67 or higher, could fetch astronomical prices in auctions. The coin's story, the buzz around it, and media coverage can also influence its market value. In the case of the legendary $180 million 2011 D penny, all these factors converge. It is rumored to have been discovered in pocket change by an unsuspecting individual who initially thought it was a foreign coin due to its odd color and weight. Upon closer examination and submission to an expert grader, the truth was revealed. It wasn't just different, it was unprecedented. It was a coin with multiple minting anomalies, possibly the only one of its kind, making it a unicorn in the world of numismatics. The frenzy that followed its discovery was extraordinary. Collectors and institutions scrambled to get their hands on it, and the price rose dramatically with each passing offer. Rumors swirled about private collectors bidding in the tens of millions, with interest from foreign investors and historical societies. Its valuation eventually skyrocketed to $180 million, not just due to its rarity but because of the lore, mystery, and the perfect storm of numismatic intrigue surrounding it. The 2011 D Lincoln penny, in this case, transcends being a piece of metal. It becomes a cultural artifact, a physical piece of history that encapsulates human error, industrial craftsmanship, and the unending fascination of discovery. Some experts speculate that this coin might have been a product of intentional creation, a rogue mint employee fabricating a coin for future gain. If so, it raises ethical and legal questions but does nothing to diminish its value in the eyes of those who collect not just coins but stories, legends, and mysteries. After all, the 1943 copper penny and the 1955 double die are also steeped in lore, and their market values continue to rise despite controversies. In fact, controversy often enhances the value of such coins. It makes them more than just an error, it makes them a story. A rare specimen like the $180 million 2011 D penny taps into the collector's deepest desire to own something that no one else in the world has, something with a story that will outlive us all. The excitement around this coin has also triggered a wave of renewed interest in everyday change. Coin enthusiasts, amateur treasure hunters, and even schoolchildren have started examining their pocket change, searching for potential treasures that could be hiding in plain sight. This phenomenon isn't new. It happened before with the discovery of rare buffalo nickels, mercury dimes, and wheat pennies. But the scale of this particular craze is unparalleled. Online forums are flooded with photos of 2011 D pennies, users asking for opinions on errors, while coin shows report a massive uptick in attendance and interest in Lincoln cents. Even casual collectors have started hoarding 2011 D pennies, hoping that one of them might hold a secret worth millions. The value of this movement goes beyond just money. It inspires curiosity, historical exploration, and a new generation of numismatists eager to learn more about American coinage. Meanwhile, the coin grading and certification industry has seen a surge in submissions of 2011 D pennies, with collectors hoping to find that rare anomaly. This influx has allowed experts to document and catalog dozens of minor errors, die chips, plating bubbles, weak strikes, and more. These aren't worth millions, but they still attract niche collectors and enhance the broader understanding of this year and mint mark. All of this contributes to the legendary status of the $180 million coin. It's not just the coin itself but the ripples it creates across the entire community. Collectors talk about it in hushed tones, auction houses prepare in anticipation, and numismatic historians ponder its implications. It challenges assumptions about what a coin is and what it can be worth. This 1-cent piece, barely larger than a thumbnail, reminds us that even the smallest object can carry immense value when infused with rarity, mystery, and human error. It's a reminder that even the most mundane things, like a penny in your pocket, can hide unbelievable secrets. It fuels the imagination and drives the passion of collectors everywhere. So next time you receive change after a purchase, don't toss those coins aside. Take a closer look. Among the sea.